It is a huge honor. I think it may be the privilege of my life today to introduce to you some people that you will enjoy getting acquainted with. They're American veterans. And I'd like to introduce first yes, that's appropriate. You guys can take your seat if you'd like. I'm reminded of something Will Rogers said once when the troops came home for a parade and they were marching down the street and all the people were sitting in the bleachers cheering. And Will Rogers said, well, if you really want to thank them, why don't you all get in the street and march and let them sit in the bleachers? So we're going to let you sit down for a minute. This first gentleman I'd like to introduce to you is a friend of mine. I've known him for, I think, approaching 40 years. And not long ago I sat in his dining room and he shared with me some things I didn't know about him. And I left your house that day, Tom, with tears of gratitude in my eyes for the sacrifice that you made for this country. And I'd like to read a little bit of his story. This is PFC Tom Ridenour. He was drafted into the Army in 1943, basic training in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, and Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Then it was off to war. He landed in Southampton, England on May 5th, 1944. From there he was trained until D-Day, June 6, 1944. His division entered France on June 11th at Utah Beach, France. He was a replacement division, or he was in a replacement division with the 29th Infantry of Patton's Third Army. They marched and trained until they got to St. Lo and Paris, France. On August 27, 1944, at 12 noon, as Tom was entering a building to secure it on the outskirts of Brest, France, a German soldier in the building shot him in the stomach from a balcony of the building with a machine gun. He managed to limp about 100 feet from the building, where he fell down and passed out. Medics picked him up 3 hours later and got him to a field hospital. He was there for 2 weeks recuperating, then sent on to England for 6 more months of recuperation. He was awarded the Purple Heart and the Good Conduct Medals in September of 1944. He received a disability discharge. In 1951, he was still sick. Since he only had one car and his wife needed that, he hitchhiked every Monday morning from Rapid City to the VA hospital in Hot Springs. Then on Friday night, he'd hitchhike back home from Hot Springs to Rapid City. He did that for a full year. During the week that he spent in Hot Springs, every week, they were trying to find out why he wasn't getting any better. On January 8th in 1952, he underwent an exploratory operation where they found out that he'd been sewn up incorrectly in the hospital in England. Pockets of infection had formed and it was causing his body to react and make him continually sick. He saw his comrades go through things that no one should have to go through. Tom will tell you he feels very lucky that he got home and has lived a full life to his current age. He'll be 87 as of the 6th of this month. Tom says, I am very proud to have served my country and proud to be honored for my service today. And Tom, we say to you, thank you for your service and sacrifice to our country. Thank you for sacrificing to preserve the freedoms that we can celebrate today. God bless you, Tom Ridenour.